Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 review. We are back with Episode 7, I think. Yeah, it's Episode 7 of Season 7 of The Clone Wars, and it's titled Dangerous Debt, if I remember right. It's fresh in my head, I just didn't remember the title. Okay, because I just finished watching it, like, not 2 minutes ago. But let's jump right into it. Now, we start off with a resolution to last week's cliffhanger. It is Trace, Rafa, and Ahsoka all put in Obadiah in prison, which, that's not the best place to fucking be. Not with the Pike Syndicate. Ever. Don't deal with them. Don't do it. Ahsoka knows this. Everybody else seems to be a little bit ignorant on this fact. Don't do it. But they actually do explain why Rafa and Trace are a little bit ignorant about certain things. It's explained fairly towards the beginning of the episode that, and it actually ties into some other episodes, that, remember when Zero the Hutt escaped? And Cad Bane was shooting up half of Coruscant trying to get Obi-Wan off his tail. Yeah, that affected that. I don't know. I might need to go back and watch the episode, or one of the episodes. I can't pinpoint what episode exactly they were talking about, but Cad Bane shot the engine out of a starship, and it crashed into their house, and Rafa and Trace's parents died. And they hate Jedi because they really didn't offer too much consoling words after the fact. They just stay clear of people because of that. Which, I get. It's traumatic, but character motivations don't always have to be the most practical and real. After that, we get quite a fair bit of action. Matter of fact, it's an action-heavy episode, so if you like action, we're back to the action. As one does, the Pikes attempt to torture all of them. Ahsoka never actually gets to the torture chamber because she figures out a way to escape. In between, and when Trace is taken away, she actually gets free and starts shooting things. She's a really good shot. She's a really good shot. And, some of it I would assume is dumb luck, and others, it seems like it might be practice or experience. I don't know. They never alluded to that. But they also live in the underworld of Coruscant, so probably is all I got to say about that. Probably, maybe. So most of the episode is them running away from the Pikes and trying to escape Obadiah. Along the way, Ahsoka is more and more using her Jedi abilities in training, and the few times that technically the one time that it happens in front of both Rafa and Trace, Rafa is just like, yo, that's not natural. You're not a Corellian Django jumper. You're a Togruta. You shouldn't be able to jump that far. But they were being shot at, so there wasn't much time to discuss it. And also there's the fact that Ahsoka kind of doesn't want to tell them she used to be a Jedi now because of that whole story with their parents dying. But I think Ahsoka's really starting to understand why people on Coruscant, where the Jedi congregate, but also in the inner core of the Republic in general, just kind of don't really trust the Jedi. They just kind of don't. Which is, it's all well and good. It feeds into the fact that Order 66 happens, and it was already something that was clearly evident even before Season 7 came out, and throughout all the movies, and this, that, and whatever. And so that, one surprise we do get is we figure out, sorta, because it doesn't happen in this episode, but we sort of figure out how Ahsoka gets to, or becomes involved with conflict on Mandalore. Let's just say there are some are some people monitoring the situation. You'll have to see when it does. It only happens in like 2 short scenes, and it's not overall prevalent to the story. It's just a little bit of foreshadowing, but it's a nice bit of foreshadowing. It's one that I kind of wished they had meshed the first 2, not the first 2. Like, what is this? The 3rd episode in this arc or the 4th? Okay, maybe it was the first 2. If they had meshed the first 2 episodes together and hit this with the second one or a third one, whichever it comes out to that would have been great. It would have been amazing. And I'd feel a lot better. But I feel like they're stretching this out for some reason. I can't tell why. Because it's not like it's milk. Like, they don't advertise. The people who are watching this on Disney Plus already paid for at least a month, right? They've already paid for at least a month. Maybe 2 months, depending. Or they're using a free trial or they're waiting and using a free trial to watch a bunch of stuff and the new season of Clone Wars. So I don't know exactly why they're stretching it out. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they're being forced to put out a certain number of episodes and they just don't have that much. I don't know. I know they are working off of the old, because this was the planned season 6. This was like the planned season 6, I think, in reality. And they're working off some of the old animation reels and storyboards, but a lot of that stuff was never finished, never animated, or written to completion. So maybe they're just pulling a Kathleen Kennedy and just going with what they have and stretching. I hope not, because Dave Filoni's great. And the episode overall is still good. I think it was better than I don't think it was better than the last one, but I think it was better than the first episode in this arc, for real. Other than that, there's not actually that. Again, there's not actually much that happens, but there's a lot of action and stuff in between. It's not like it's still a very much large change in style from the older episodes, where a lot of shit happened in like 1 to 2 episodes. But also 1 to 2 episodes are throughout the course of maybe like a couple of days. Well, this one seems to be these all seem to be like 1 day to 1 night. Other than that, there's not much. I'm excited for next week because, as I said before, Mandalore is coming. It's getting closer. It might even be next episode. I hope it's next episode because I really want it to be fucking next episode. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of the Empire, I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, all that good shit, and I will see you with more Star Wars, because that's what most of my channel is right now, because I think Star Wars The Old Republic it certainly is the longest running series on my channel, I think. Maybe. It's got it's getting close to the most videos. It's at least got the second most. I don't know. But yeah, we're almost basically a Star Wars channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.